Welcome into JD Sports Gaming, our very first video on this channel, and it's going to be a series of ESPN NFL 2K5 Fantasy Football Draft. As you see, this game is still arguably one of the best football games ever created, and it's going to be fun. What team are we going to be? Who's going to be the face of the franchise? How's the draft going to play out? There's a lot of great players on this game, and at the end of this video, stay tuned. We'll go over our team and then also teams around the league, and we'll kind of take a deeper dive into our division, and we'll go from there. And we are excited here as we'll see our teams coming up. What team are we going to be? And I really don't have a favorite team, but we are going to go with the San Diego Chargers. Something different. It's going to be fun. And here we are. I don't know what pick we are, and we are the 9th pick. I was kind of hoping it would be later, but at the 9th pick here in the first round, who else would you go with? There's a lot of great players that have been, how do you want to build this team? But I think there's only one answer, and it's Michael Vick. So we go Michael Vick, first pick of the draft. We fast forward the second round, and I want to get a good receiver. This is kind of the build I want to do. To be honest, it kind of depended on where I was in the draft, and going at the 9th pick and seeing Michael Vick, so it kind of changed the plans. So I want to get some weapons for Vick, and as you see, Steve Smith. I'm going to have to go Steve Smith. So we got Steve Smith here in the second. We go in the third round. As you see, still a lot of good players on the board. And I think this one, I want to start getting a good line. Tackles are starting to go off the board. So we get Chris Samuels as our tackle. So 3 offensive players here in the first round. We go in the 4th. And now I guess my defense build, I want to have a strong secondary. And maybe I could live with decent linebackers and an okay D-line. I just kind of want I want to have a strong offensive line though. Usually I'm defensive minded, but this is probably not the pick I would usually do, but for the sake of this video, we're going Jerry Rice in the 4th. So we got Steve Smith and Jerry Rice at the receiver spots. Yeah, that's obviously I probably would never pick that in a regular fantasy draft, but I mean, I never played with Jerry Rice, and that's gonna be fun. So we got Jerry Rice. I would probably go after somebody younger. But here in the 5th, this is where I'm starting to think a little bit of defense, and this is where I kind of want to get my secondary lined up. And obviously good corners. I'm just gonna go Patrick Surtain. I know Ty Law and Charles Woodson are there, and that's been great corners. But we'll go Patrick Surtain here. So now in the 6th round, as that was our first defensive guy off the board, and that's kind of start of the strong secondary I'm wanting. And here in the 6th, I'm looking, running backs went off fairly quick, and I was hoping to get like a pass catcher, but doesn't look like it. And we're gonna go TJ Duckett. 254, not the ideal back, but I'll probably run him a little more between the tackles, and then I'm gonna have to go another tackle there. So we got starting tackles on the offensive line and a running back. So hopefully we have a strong offense. I want a little high powered. I'm not usually a high powered offense. Usually I'm always, like I said, always run the ball, play defense, but this might be a little change. And then we got another corner in Charles Tillman. So our secondary is starting to shape up pretty well, kind of like the build I wanted. In the 9th round, we're going to go Sam Adams. Sam Adams will be our pick in our 10th, and I didn't realize I'm going to run just the Chargers offensive playbook. We have Marty Schottenheimer. Some people might remember that name as a head coach. And we're just going to use their playbook. And I didn't realize they run a 3-4 defense, so I do pick another D tackle like here in the middle rounds. And so here we are in the 10th. Now we got 2 tackles. We got our 2 receivers, running back Michael Vick as our quarterback, and I'm thinking linebacker. So we got London Fletcher. I was kind of assuming we're running 4-3, but with the Chargers running 3-4s, we'll take a look here in the 11th round of the league, and the Browns kind of look like the Colts with Peyton Manning and Edgerrin James. Receivers decent for the Browns, and defensively they look very strong so far. Defensively, oh my, Browns might be one of the better teams in this league. And then you got the Rams with Aaron McNair and Derek Mason, Reggie Wayne. Again, some talented receivers and some good defensive players. And then we look at the Giants, see Brett Favre, Jerome Bettis, the Bus. That is a squad. Then Tony Gonzalez at the tight end. Some Hall of Famers on that team. And Champ Bailey. Giants are looking pretty good. And then Tom Brady at the Falcons. That's kind of ironic. That's funny. So Tom Brady will be throwing to Jimmy Smith, Peter Warrick so far. And kind of look at the defense. Michael Strahan as well for the Falcons. Mike Vrabel at linebacker. And then Woodson. They're looking pretty good. And you see Don McNabb at the Cardinals. What else? Notable players. Orlando Pace also. So now we'll take a quick look at how our division's shaping up. That Chad Pennington will be starting for the Chiefs, and then Travis Henry, who's a great back on this game. He's always powerful. He's breaking tackles, it seems like, on this game. And so far the Chiefs aren't looking too bad. And then Javon Curse at the DN spot. So they got a pass rusher that we'll have to be aware of. But we do have Michael Vick that we can scramble out of the pocket. And we'll take a look at the Raiders. We'll have Kurt Warner. Mon Green is a very talented back. And they got a couple of rookie receivers there. That's Lee Evans and Reggie Williams. Offensive line, and Richard Seymour. So we got another pass rusher, and Willie McGinnis, and Charles Woodson, the Raiders, and Rodney Harrison. The Raiders defense is looking scary for us. We'll have to play that team twice a year, so I wonder, I might have to step up a little high, a little firepower offensively. Man, that defense is looking good. As we'll take a quick look at the Broncos. Again, okay, now I have a good D in there. It was decent, but they do have Terrell Suggs. It's only his 2nd year in, and now I'm looking a little nervous there. We're seeing the Raiders defense. So we'll resume the draft here in the 11th round, and I'll have to get a DN. I'll pick Justin Smith at the DN spot. Again, we're running a 3-4. I did not realize that until later on, because I do pick a D tackle somewhere around here. But we will pick up a guard. So we're missing, we need a center, another guard. I have our starting line. And that's pretty. Our offensive line is looking pretty solid. So 14th, I'm kind of looking safety, I was hoping to get a better safety. And just kind of looking around. We'll go Briggs. Lance Briggs so that actually helps out with, I didn't realize, like I said, we didn't realize we're running 3-4. So we got another edge guy. And we have Briggs and Fletcher as our linebackers. Our linebacking core is looking pretty good. And the 15th, and Jeff Saturday, the center. Of course, everyone remembers him being the center for Peyton Manning, and that's who we're going to go with. So offensive line, another strong player, a piece of the puzzle to the offensive line. And now we're kind of looking again defensively. So safeties kind of went off quick. And like I said, I think this is where I pick. I do pick Tommy Harris, so we do have a good backup at the nose tackle. And the 17th, kind of looking. I want to get a pass catcher at running back, but Deuce Staley, he's good back. I was hoping someone a little smaller. I'm a little Thunder Lightning with TJ Duckett being 254. But here I do need a tight end. So we were going to go with Eric Johnson. Kind of looks like Tyler Eifert. So we had an okay tight end. And then we got 2 corners. I am going to pick up a quick corner here, Al Harris. We got our nickel back. And again, I'm looking. I do need another receiver. And I kind of debate here with Michael Jenkins. I know he's a rookie. I'm kind of trying to stay away from the rookies just so I can be a little more challenging. Again, with little stipulations on this, I'm gonna. The only way I can re-sign players, they have to be all the way interested, or I guess to accepting the contract. So here we're gonna go with. I see Tim Dwight. Pretty sure Tim Dwight used to return kicks for the Falcons back when they went to the Super Bowl against the Broncos. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure he was pretty fast. But we will go with Brandon Lloyd as our third receiving option. I guess the receiving corps has Steve Smith, Jerry Rice, and Brandon Lloyd. As we pick up another guard there, so our offensive line, starting line is complete. I'll shave at the end of it. I do cut the later rounds just because of time constraint. Because it was a long draft and looking who I need. So again, we'll go over the roster at the end of this video. And I did look in the punters. We did pick up a linebacker and DJ Williams. I do believe he was a rookie at that. He was he's lower rated, and I was like, yeah, we'll take him. But we do need another running back. And I couldn't do it. I don't need 2 Thunderbacks. I need a little lightning. And I pick up another. I do pick up a backup tackle. And here we go. I'm going to get another receiver. And Sammy Parker, he is a rookie. I know I just said, but we're going to go with Sammy Parker at the receiver spot. So 4 receivers. We have Brandon Lloyd, Sammy Parker, Jerry Rice, and Steve Smith. And here in the 27th round, a lot of you people might remember that name, Larry Johnson. So he will be our running back 2. And that will, when I send the rest of the draft in, we'll take a look at how everything played out with Michael Vick's our starter, Sage Rosenfels as our backup, and then we have Miner as our third string back. So run game, hopefully we can get a little power. I don't know why that Brandon Lloyd starting. So I'll correct that. Put Steve Smith or Jerry Rice. Good old Jerry Rice. In the Chargers uniform. Steve Smith on the opposite side. So you got a young buck and then also a veteran. And Jerry Rice on the other side. And we'll take a look. We'll do need another tight end eventually. And that's our offensive line. Pretty solid up front. Oh, what's happening there? Don't want that to happen first game. I'm sorry, Hill. Just not your day today. So that's our offense. So this is where I found out I run a 3-4. I'm like, oh, oops. And our D-line's okay. That's a little better than I thought. And our linebackers are looking, pretty good too. I'm okay with it. I'm okay. Our corner's going to be a lot better. I don't know why they kind of messed that up. Charles Tillman and Patrick Surtain at the corner spot. Hopefully shut down some passing offenses. But I'm really scared. That defense of the Raiders. Whew. And we did pick up Bob Sanders at the safety spot. And I'm sorry, Jerry, but you're not going to be doing any punt returns. So you take a look. Marty Schottenheimer's our head coach. A hard-nosed, no-nonsense coaching veteran. I love that. And we'll take a look at our division. Vinny Testaverde and Chad Pennington, the old former Jets with the Chiefs. And Dante Culpepper at the Bucks. Some notable players. running Emmitt Smith also with the Buccaneers. We got some older guys here. And Henderson, Brandon Stokely, Chad Johnson, and Dante Culpepper. That is a squad. And we'll take. I don't know why we stayed at the Bucks. I think I'm just looking around. Don't know why that is. But the draft for them actually. We'll see how it kind of played out. They have an okay team. They're decent. Now we take a look at the Broncos. Another team in our division, I believe. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about that. I kind of forgot what happened here. So we'll take a look at the Broncos. Starting quarterback Brian Leftwich. Running back Sean Alexander. They have a strong run game. And Antonio Bryant, Morris, receivers, not too worried about it. They do have Bubble Franks. Again, the defensively look okay. Actually, we'll take a deeper dive. But that will do it here for JD Sports. Thank you for watching. Tune in next week for week 1.